How's it going, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the God equation by Michio Kaku. Michio Kaku is a physicist that studies string theory, the idea that the entire universe is made up of tiny vibrating subatomic strings, the same way that an instrument might have vibrating strings that pop particles in and out of existence when they vibrate. Nothing is smaller than a string. String theorists can't directly observe these tiny strings, but are hard at work at the mathematics that could prove that they're real. Sometimes having extremely long equations with hundreds or even thousands of variables that all need to cancel each other out, which isn't very efficient and at times feels slopped or forced together. The God equation is the search for a single symmetrical equation that would encompass all of physics. You've got Einstein's theory of relativity, all of his equations for gravity, they work fine. You've got quantum equations that work fine, but when you try to blend them together and make them play nice with each other, they don't like that. They don't work together well. The God equation would be the answer to connect all of physics, which Michio Kaku has been striving to find for the entirety of his career, which spans many decades. This book goes over concepts that I've read about in other books: black holes, subatomic particles, how they behave, the Large Hadron Collider that smashes protons together to create new subatomic particles. Typical ideas that we've read about before, but with an update on how everything works and a new fresh viewpoint from a physicist who works directly in the field. It also discusses the idea of supersymmetry, which is the way that the universe used to be long ago before it banged and had one superforce. When it banged, it split up into four nuclear forces: the electromagnetic force, the gravitational force, and the weak and strong nuclear forces. So this God equation would help aid in the search for putting all of these four forces back together into one superforce. Plus, there are plans to create a new particle smasher that is even bigger than the Large Hadron Collider, which would collide electrons this time instead of protons. Protons consist of three quarks that are held together by gluons, so when you collide them together, it's very messy and creates a lot of just extra stuff that's hard to sift through. Electrons are a single elementary particle, which would require a lot less energy to collide them and wouldn't be as messy as colliding protons together. So it says here that you want to create a new particle accelerator that will collide electrons this time instead of protons, because protons are very messy when you collide them and electrons are a lot cleaner, resulting in a lot less stuff that you would have to search through to find your answer. Is there any reason why you would have us spend billions of dollars on a particle accelerator to collide protons when we could have just collided electrons in the first place? Overall, this is a great intro to Michio Kaku's work, and I feel like these concepts could be understood by all, so it earns a 5 out of 5. I'd also recommend reading Parallel Worlds by Michio Kaku, which I also gave a 5 out of 5, and I'll link my other Michio Kaku reviews in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next book review video. See you later.